So recently I played through the entire series of the Walking Dead Telltale games. And today we're just gonna kind of talk about it, what I thought of each season, what characters I liked, what I didn't like, all that. So, let's get into it. So, to start, Season 1. I really liked Season 1. I mean, obviously everyone loves Lee. But, I don't know, there's just something about Season 1. I know it kind of sets up all the other seasons, but I really like Season 1. There are some characters, though, that I didn't like. Obviously, I loved Lee. Lee's great. Lee's fantastic. This is going to be also a very rambly video, so if I kind of jump around a bit, that's why. Because it's kind of like just what's in my mind, that kind of thing. Lee's like basically a reoccurring memory for Clementine through the whole thing. Like, that was the most influential person for her. And it makes sense. Lee basically taught Clementine how to survive in general.
You need to know how to protect yourself.
Like hiding or running away? Got it.
I mean, with one of these. First, don't be afraid of it. It's just a thing. Take it. But know where your finger is all the time. And don't put it on the trigger unless you want to hurt somebody.
Okay.
See? It's not scary.
It's heavy.
You'll get stronger.
With some other characters along the few seasons also teaching a little bit of that. We'll get into that. Lee is fantastic. Kenny. I liked Kenny a lot. I think I like him more in Season 2 than Season 1, because I feel like in Season 1 I feels like he is very, like, set in his ways. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Meanwhile, Season 2, he's kind of like, okay, he's kind of a little more laid back, but not really. Well, not at least not at the end. But as you play, it kind of makes sense why. So Kenny's great. Still don't know how in the world he got out of that mall building with all the walkers in it. No idea.
Shit, they're in there! Fuck! Jump up here, baby!
Let's go! Jump!
Me and my fucking mouth.
What are you doing?
Get her, Ken!
Can't just said all that shit and not do something now. Come on, reach!
I got you, hun!
Save her!
Go!
Do you fucking hear me?
Get Kenny! You gotta run, man! Go! We'll find a way to get you!
Get the fuck off me!
We're going in after him!
We can't!
We have to!
Lee!
Go! I'll be...
But that seems to happen to a lot of characters in this series. Oh, what was the one kid's name that was like the teen? I don't remember his name. Probably because I hated him. Because what was his name? Oh, shoot, what was his name? Hang on. I gotta look up a whole list of characters just so I know.
A few moments later.
Ben. That was it, Ben. I kinda hated Ben. I mean, I understand it a little bit. He kind of was letting people down the whole time. I felt like he ruined everything for everyone every single time. But enough of Ben. I let him sacrifice himself in my playthrough because I just didn't like him. Honestly. I mean, he kind of put the whole group in danger. It was his fault. I'll talk about Clementine soon. I'm looking at the list of characters here. Kenny we already talked about. Katja and Duck I'm not really gonna mention. They die. Okay. Glenn, I didn't save him. Carly. I liked Carly. And then, you know, Lily just kills her.
Me. Now.
There! I got him. Please, let's just get back
That's
in the
not
RV.
happening. You think you're some tough bitch, don't you? Like nothing can hurt you. But you're just a scared little girl. Get the fuck over it. Take a page from Lee's book and try helping somebody for once.
Now, what the fuck's the problem? Drop it.
Okay. Lily, oh boy. Larry, nope. Hate him. Lily was okay until, you know, kills Carly in cold blood. And then Lily's like, nope. Mark, he was terrible. I'm not going to talk about every scene either. Just what I thought of it. I really enjoyed season 1 overall. Let's just jump to that. Really enjoyed season 1 overall. Krista and Omid were great. I mean, you see him in the start of season 2, but then we don't really hear about him anymore after that. Or at least Krista. Molly, which you find out later is related to someone else in season 2. So Molly's great. I really liked that. What was it, episode 4, where it was kind of based around Molly. 400 Days DLC. I like it as well. I do wish it was a little, I mean, I know it relates back to season 2, but I wish there was a little more to it, to 400 Days than there is. But that's okay. So, Clementine. Can we just say that Clementine's like the best character ever? Like, she goes from being a little girl to like this survivor badass. Literally the best character possible. She has seen more than anyone else has in like a span of, what, 6 years by season 2 or something like that? 4 or 5 years, something like that in season 2. She's seen more than anyone else has, which is crazy in that short amount of time. I mean, she only gets better with season 3 and season 4. But I feel like season 2 Clementine, well, I really like season 3 Clementine. Because she just gave, like, no shits in Season 3. I mean, you don't play as Clementine in Season 3, so it kind of makes her feel more like a badass. But it still feels like you're kind of playing as Clementine the whole time. I do wish we would got to play as Clementine for Season 3, but they were trying to appeal to a new audience in Season 3, so it kind of makes sense. Anyway, let's move on to Season 2. Season 2, I think, is my... It's tied for first or second with season 4. I really like season 2. There are some characters that I do not care for in this. Like Luke. God, I hate Luke. Ugh. I was okay at first, but then ugh. Sarah, nope. Carlos, nope. Carlos sucked. Why are you going to shelter your daughter the whole time? Of course she's not going to know what to do when there's a bunch of walkers, because she's too sheltered.
Luke, you first. We need you up top.
Okay, come on!
Clem!
Sarah, we have to go. Are you listening?
Now, Clementine! If she doesn't want to go, you can't make her. Don't let her take you down too. Not again.
Close your eyes.
We didn't have a choice. Okay, there was nothing we could do. There's nothing we could do.
Come on.
You can't do that forever. Clementine wasn't sheltered, I'll tell you that. And look at her now. You got Rebecca and Alvin, and then Eventually, Alvin Jr. in shows up in end of season 2 and 3 and 4. Mainly 4. Alvin Jr. is great, especially in season 4. Nick, Peter, didn't really care for him. Nick was okay. Sarita with Kenny, still thought that was kind of weird, but I understand it. Mike was great. I really liked Mike. I really liked Jane. Mike and Jane were great. Carver. In my playthrough, I let Clementine watch Kenny kill Carver.
That's funny, coming from you. How's that eye? Just follow my voice. It'll get you there. You got a thick fucking skull, Kenneth. Should have put you out of your misery right then. Now look at you. You're a mess. The fuck are you looking at, bitch? Don't act like you didn't love every second.
Let's go.
Which I feel like shaped my Clementine even more. But I felt like it kind of really toughened her up, I feel like. And that's kind of what she feels like. Feels like a really tough version of that. Like she did during that scene in season 3, like the whole time. Season 4, I feel like she gets really mushy again. But season 3, she just doesn't care. But yeah, I feel like season 4, she gets like really mushy again. But she's still like incredible. I didn't really care about the other group in season 2. Like at the end, I'm like, you guys, actually like episode 3, I'm like, you guys just suck. Like most of them were dead by then. Dead by season 3 anyway. Besides like, what, 2? Luke was alive, but eventually dies. Because you can't save him from the ice.
I got you. Come on, you're gonna be okay. Go, to the house, we need a fire. Oh, fuck, she's gonna fucking freeze to death.
And whoever else was there. And also Clementine, just sneaking into the house to fix her wound, and then sneaking back out and fixing herself. That's pretty insane, honestly. I don't know when she figured that out, or maybe it was just on the spot kind of thing, but that's pretty crazy. The dog bite to traumatize Clementine, and then you see her in season 4 with a dog, and it's fine. Season 2 is tied for one of my favorite seasons. I really like it. I feel like it really I don't really know how to describe it. I felt like it kind of moved the series in a new direction with Alvin Jr. and all that. Which is good. I mean, we get to see Clementine basically grow up this whole time, turn into who she is. So, season 3, A New Frontier. I like season 3 to a point, although I wish I would have been able to play as Clementine. I thought Javier was a really good character. David, I hated David. I was kind of, he was fine sometimes, but other times it was just like, ugh, I don't care about you. Gabriel, he just complained a lot, I feel like. Mariana, I loved. Kate was fine. I didn't really hate Kate. Then you have Joanne, all those. Joanne, killed her when I had the chance. Don't even care about her. She is awful. And then Clint just doing nothing the whole time is like, what are you doing? Are you just gonna ignore all of this stuff and not say a word? Or what are we doing here? Paul, the druggy doctor. Yep, that's all I'm gonna say. Ava was great. I loved Ava. Too bad you can only save one. You can only save Ava or Trip. I like Trip a lot. I saved Trip. I didn't want to save Trip, but I saved Trip.
Oh, come on! This is fucking stupid!
You can't be serious. God damn you, Joan.
Let Ava live. David believes in her, and so do I.
Javi! No!
I fucking trusted you, Javi. And now you're throwing me under the bus? You go to hell.
Shoot her!
Wait! I said don't shoot Ava!
You did, but there's something else you need to understand. Betrayal.
Joan, think about what you're doing. Ava's one of us. You can't fucking do this.
This is fucked. I can do anything I want. You brought this on yourself. Do it.
Wait!
Eleanor was fine, and then she started to complain a bunch. Conrad was, at first I didn't like him. After, at season 2, threatening, what was it, threatening Clementine? Yeah. I didn't like it, but I knew if I kept him, he probably wouldn't die really soon. And we kept him all the way till season 4, and then he died. Season 3, I like it a lot, although I wish I was playing as Clementine. I mean, obviously, Clementine this whole time is really just searching for AJ, who she lost to the New Frontier, or whatever the heck the group is. Is that what the group's called? Yeah, it is. It is what that group's called, I think. Loses AJ to them, searching for AJ the whole time. I like the flashbacks we see in Season 3. I like the flashbacks we see through the whole series. Season 4, I feel like the flashback with Lee, Clementine talking to Lee. You see her as her younger self and her older self. I think that's really cool. I mean, it's all in her head, but it's really cool. It's really cool to see. Because Lee, I think, would be really proud of Clementine where she's gone.
It can't be easy. Wanting to give him a childhood, but knowing what it takes to survive now. It was easier for me since the world was just changing. But you're living in one that's changed completely. You doing okay?
Oh my god, Lee. AJ's trouble sometimes. You wouldn't believe it. And he has no idea. He's growing up too fast.
Sounds like someone else I know. Wow. Just look at you. Just look at you. This group you like, they better not live in the city. You know, I told you to avoid those.
They don't. No one goes into the cities anymore. It's an old boarding school in the woods, miles from anywhere, with no adults at all.
No adults?
It works, I promise.
Time to go, Clementine. You've got people that need you.
Goodbye, Lee.
Anyway, let's move on to Season 4. Season 4, so good. It's so good. I streamed this whole series on this channel. I will leave a link to that playlist below if you want to go watch that. The only one I didn't play is Season 1 because Season 1. And I had played it a while ago. And I didn't want to replay it. So that's the only one I didn't do, but we all know what happens in Season 1. It's the outbreak. No, okay. Season 4. Anyway, Season 4. Season 4, I think, is my favorite. It's really tough between Season 2 and Season 4. But I like the Clementine more from Season 3. Season 4 Clementine feels really mushy. I mean, I guess I had Clementine enter a relationship with Violet, but Violet's great. And I also really like the name Violet. So that's probably why. I didn't like Lewis that much. Really did not like Lewis. But I thought Violet was a fantastic character. I mean, she goes from being this really, like, she kind of tucks herself away after an incident, and we finally see her Clementine bring her out a bit. But season 4 is fantastic. Obviously, we have a grown, or more grown AJ, who we've basically taught everything to. It's kind of interesting to see Clementine not alone all the time. Like this, through this whole thing, she's not alone. Most of the time. I do think this is like, obviously at the end of season 4, we see a moment with AJ and Clementine after Clementine's been bit. If you've played, you know what happens. But earlier in the episode, you have this really pivotal choice: is do you trust AJ or do you not trust him? And if you trust him, you can get saved. And at that scene in the barn, AJ will cut off your leg that's been bit, because you can. If you told AJ with certain options earlier, you can tell him that it is possible to stop the, I guess, infection from happening if you cut the part quick enough that's been bit. Which they did, apparently, even though it didn't feel like it, but maybe? It didn't feel like it when I was playing the episode. It feels like it would have already happened, because you kind of see her when she's on the ground talking to AJ, closing those stall doors. It feels like, it looks like Clementine's already turning.
And the last rule.
I want to stay with you. I know what'll happen. And I don't care. I don't want to go. I just want to sit next to you and stay. Like that monster couple from the train station. Even if someone kills us later, we'll just sit for a really long time. Please. Let me stay.
Oh, sorry, kid. But no. I have a job for you. I need you to get back to your room. I need you to sleep in your bed and have friends and grow tall. Taller than I ever was, I hope. I need you to live, AJ. For me. That's your job now.
Okay, Clem. That's my job.
Last rule.
No.
What do we do if I get bit? Are you gonna make me say it? Fine. Just leave.
But before, you said...
I know. But now that we're here, my heart is saying something else.
I can't let you turn into the monster.
You have to.
No.
At least in the eyes, kind of a similar thing we saw with Lee when all pale. Clementine was starting to do that same thing, so I was like, no way we could save Clementine, right? But if you trust AJ earlier in the episode, AJ will save you, and at the end of the game, you will see Clementine with one leg, and then half of another, where she's fine. And now apparently the leader of the thing, which I guess makes sense. Clementine is a very good leader. I think Violet is also a good leader, and they kind of, I feel like they kind of co-lead a bit. with Clementine more in that leader role. Really like season 4 overall. Fantastic. Some of the characters in season 4, Willie, really like. I didn't like him at first, but he's fine. Omar, we don't really see much of Omar at all. Like, I think Omar and Asim are like the least mentioned characters in the entire thing. Like, I mean, sure, we save Omar and Asim, but we don't really interact with them much. Unlike Ruby and Mitch, we're like with them for a whole episode, going into the greenhouse. Marlon, yeah, he's just kills Brody, you know. I think AJ made the correct decision in shooting Marlon, even though I was going to give him a second chance anyway. Would he have made the same mistake? Who knows? I didn't like Mitch at first. He was a bit of a dick. But then, like, end of the episode, it's like, okay, he's not that bad. End of episode 2, he wasn't that bad. It's episode 2, isn't it? Yeah, it's episode 2. Tennessee was fine. I still want to know what happened to the side of his face. We never really get told that. At least I don't think we do. Maybe it's mentioned in the books and comics and stuff. I don't know if it is or not. But we never know what happened inside of his face. It looks like a giant burn kind of thing. Like a giant scar. But we never know. I don't think we ever find out in the game. Unless maybe I missed a dialogue option or something. Minerva, I have mixed feelings about her. Because she's kind of that middle ground where she doesn't know quite what to do. She's like firm with Lily now, which we see pop up. And I killed her when I had the chance because nope. And then, you know, James. James did not like that. We still don't know if James is alive or dead. That's one thing we don't know after the cave. If you kill Lily, because if you don't kill Lily, you'll kill James. But if you do kill Lily, James gets mad at you, thinking I'm teaching AJ to grow up to be a killer. And then Clementine talks to AJ, all the trust thing, all that. AJ saves Clementine's life. Yada yada yada. You know what happens if you've played. James is fine. I like it. I have a like-hate relationship with James. He's likable sometimes. I understand the Walker's perspective. I thought that was a really cool scene as well.
Whoa, hey there, kiddo. It's all right, I'm fine. See? No bites.
No bites.
With that. The whisper kind of thing, that's really cool. I never really thought about it that way. But then at the end of the episode, he kind of lashes out and it's like, okay, James, not everyone's going to accept your philosophy here. You gotta quit that. It's that kind of ending. So James is, he's okay. Rosie, the dog, Marlon warms Clementine up to Rosie, and eventually it becomes AJ and Clementine's dog, basically. Overall, season 4, I like it a lot. I think it's my favorite season. I didn't think it was going to be my favorite going into it. They changed the art style a little bit in season 4, and it's okay. I do think it looks nice, but I wish it was more like season 3 they changed it too, I think. What I hated in all these games is they changed the buttons around like every single time for each game, which was really annoying. Season 4, a lot of combat. Like, I think we killed more walkers in season 4 than like all the other seasons combined. Season 4 alone, so much combat. But I guess it makes sense. There's more and more walkers. You're killing more and more every single game. But season 4 felt like there was a ton. Obviously, we see Lily again. I already mentioned that a little earlier. I'll mention Michonne here, the mini-series, a little bit. Or is it Michonne? Or something like that. I like the mini-series. A lot of people don't. I thought it was fine. It's nothing too special. It's pretty short. Like, I think all 3 episodes combined is like 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Not super long. It's fine. It's a little cool side story. That's all I got to say. Michonne is a badass, just like Clementine, just older and has PTSD about children. That's that in the in a nutshell. So, those are my thoughts on the Walking Dead Telltale games. I really enjoyed the series. I was really sad when it was over. I want to go back and play some of them again. Like season 2, I want to go back and replay. Maybe choose different options this time. I feel like I got the best ending with Clementine losing her leg, but still being fine. She's not a walker. AJ, we trust AJ. All that kind of stuff. We're with Violet. It's all good. If you want to go watch the full series, I'll link that. Actually, I'll put it in the little card and I'll link it in the description below for the whole playthrough except for season 1. Season 1, episode 1. But all the other ones, even the mini series, will be in that playlist. Let me know if you like this kind of video, this kind of overview video. I didn't want to do like a review, but this is just kind of my thoughts on the whole thing. Yeah, let me know if you like this. And let me know what other videos do you want to see. I got a few in the works. Some good ones in the works. So, with that, everyone, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one.